Yo, what's good? It's Malcolm from UrbanX TV. I'm here to bring you 5 tips for maintaining your mental health while still remaining woke. So before we get started, I want to remind everybody to subscribe if you haven't already to the channel. You know, we're going to be bringing you a lot of different topics, a lot of different content, a lot of great content for the people, you know. And yeah, and don't forget to visit the blog as well at urbanx.nyc. So do that as well. So why is mental health important? Well, James Baldwin once said, "To be a Negro in this country and to be relatively conscious is to be in a rage almost all the time." So we know how that feels when there's a lot going on and you know what's really happening under the surface, but everybody around you doesn't really understand it, and it can be frustrating and it can be, you know, taxing on the spirit and on the mind. So here at UrbanX, we want to promote mental health. We want to promote, you know, black people being healthy because, you know, we know how it is out here, you know what I'm saying? So let's get into it. My first tip, work out, right? So that might seem like a really just simple thing to do, but sometimes it's not. A lot of people don't have the time, but I think in order to, you know, maintain mental health, I feel like working out is a way to release stress and to also create new ideas. I get a lot of new ideas personally when I work out. And it's also relaxing because I'm not thinking about anything else but, you know, giving my all and all my focus to what I'm doing in the moment. And it doesn't have to be an intense workout. It can be a walk to the park. It could be just, you know, just being active. Working out definitely helps, and I would recommend it. That's my first tip. Tip number 2, read. Now, if you've been following UrbanX, you know how I feel about books and like actual physical books and sitting down and making the time to read. Reading is important. And when talking about maintaining your mental health, I recommend personally reading something for entertainment more than information. It could be a Harry Potter book or something like that. Just pick up a book, relax your mind, let the book take you somewhere else, and, you know, let your mind wonder about, you know, what's not actually happening right now. Even though what's happening right now is important, but I think, you know, that release is good, always good for you, you know what I mean? So that's my number 2. Tip number 3, write, journal, you know, keep a diary, whatever you want to do. But also, like, when things are happening and you have these thoughts where, you know, you feel like people can understand where you're coming from, writing it down for you personally so you can read is a way to cope, and it's a way to release because you're getting all those thoughts out on paper, and then you can revisit them later. Maybe you missed something, maybe something didn't make sense then, it'll make sense now. So I definitely recommend writing, you know, when you wake up, write something away before you go to bed, you know, reflect on that and write something else. So, you know, you don't know what might change throughout the day, and you don't know how your thoughts from one week to another may change on a certain topic because of how you were feeling in that moment. So that is definitely a good one. So my number 3 is to write. So number 4, my tip is to unplug, right? So I know it might be hard for people, you know, how social media has taken over our lives, you know what I'm saying? But unplugging from, you know, internet, social media, the TV, it might do you some good. And right now, I'm about to start doing it. It's hard for me because, you know, Twitter, Instagram, you know how it is. But when things are happening, you know, Trump, what he's got going on, and, you know, black, you know how it is. Unplugging from social media can help, and it can give you a sense of clarity as well. When I've gone through, you know, I've unplugged from social media a few times, and it's, for me personally, it's strengthened my writing because I'm not quick to get everything in on a tweet as soon as I think of something, you know what I mean? I'm forced to really sit down and write out my thoughts, and it's giving me clarity, and it's relaxing, not worrying about what's going on every 3 seconds, you know, not refreshing my timeline every 3 seconds or going to my phone, you know what I mean? And it's been days where I've had work to do, and I told myself I'm not gonna look at my phone, and I put the phone down, and then 2 minutes later I pick the phone up, go through my same social media apps to only find nothing there or nothing new there, you know what I'm saying? So unplug. I mean, I know it can be hard, but I think it'd be worth it. And my last tip, it's a 2-parter, right? So my last tip is to say no to things that stress you out, to things that don't make you happy, and the things that you can actually put off. Say no to them. You know what I mean? If it doesn't cause you any happiness, and if it causes more stress, like why do it? You know, why do that to yourself? And people are afraid to say no. I'm guilty of it as well. Like when somebody asks me something, I don't want to be mean, so I agree to it, and it could cause me stress. And like, you know, why do that? I don't know why I do it to myself, but you know, a lot of people do that as well. And the second part to this would be to say yes. You know what I mean? Say yes to new experiences, to things you never tried, to things that'll put you out of your comfort zone in a good way. You know what I mean? That can also you know, wake your mind to, you know, new ideas and things like that, so you're not thinking about all the negativity that's going on in the world. So those are my 5 tips for maintaining your mental health while woke. And I add the little part while woke because like I know how it is when you see the world a certain way to other people around you who could be, you know, great friends or great, you know, your family members who don't really see the world that way, and it can be frustrating. It could be like, it could feel like you're alone. And I feel like these tips I compiled, you know, you can have your own, you know, little methods of how you cope with things, how you deal, but these are mine, and I just wanted to share them with you guys. So don't forget to subscribe. This is Urban X TV. I'm Malcolm. Peace.